So here's the old setup that I used to have. It was a 10-inch wide sluice, and then the old Briggs & Stratton 3-horse motor. Right here I'm just kind of showing a little bit of siphoning effect I was having going on after I shut the pump off. And there's the steel flare tube. That was pretty heavy. The newer sluice I was trying to lighten up compared to the old one and make it wider to handle the flow of the 3-inch a little bit better. 10-inch is good for up to like a 2.5-inch dredge. The sluice box itself, I've taken an old snow machine tunnel and I cut all the foot rails off and just used the top portion of it. Kind of had to grind down a bunch of rivets and stuff to make it smooth, but yeah, should work pretty well. Nice and lightweight. So I found this floor mat. It comes out of some of the newer Ford vehicles. It's nice straight ribbing on it. It's a good little sluice mat, I think. And then I made some Hungarian riffles. There's 9 in there so far. I made most of them out of parts of the snow machine tunnel. Basically, where the foot rails go, when it curls over, I cut those lengthwise, and then used the curled part as the top of the riffle. And I have a couple that I bent out of regular flat aluminum. That works pretty well too. But I weld them together with a Lumaweld rod, just a blowtorch, and you're basically brazing them together. And I think that'll hold up just fine for now. Well, right now I'm making a mold so I can make a flare tube out of fiberglass. Just gluing all these 2x4s together. Be from a 3-inch hose. I'll flare out to about a 15-inch sluice box, or 16-inch. And once that's dry, tomorrow I'll go and start cutting it into shape. Hey! Oh, it's the next day. Now she's all dried. As you can tell by the yellow glue. I think it's dry. Still a little tacky. Well, it's just the thick stuff. Here's my fiberglass form so far. Wrapping the fiberglass around the outside of this. Kind of cut it into the V shape. I started sanding it down. See where I made the 3-inch diameter circle. Get some sanding done there. Got it pretty round on the end. I'm gonna round off the corners of that more too. Got some finished sanding done to her. It flares out to about 15 inches. Starts off at 3. I'm gonna wrap that in fiberglass. I gotta put a flare at the bottom that matches my sluice too. Alright, coming out pretty nice. I'm gonna do some, right where these cracks are, I'm going to fill in with something. I'm trying to figure out what, probably some type of filler. Yeah, obviously. Might do some mud or special wood filler. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so I've been using this wood filler. Fill in little cracks, and I kind of made my diameter a tad bit small, and so I was just using some wood filler to fill it in, and it's been cracking off. I think I figured out why. I keep filling it in and it keeps cracking off as soon as it's dry. Keeps cracking off in all kinds of different places. What's happening is the wood had some moisture in it apparently. I got it from outside, it was uncovered, And since it's been drying out, it's shrinking, and this stuff is cracking. So I really can't apply it until the wood's done drying out. Nope, getting ready to doing final prep to put the fiberglass over it. Thing's about 3 feet long in total. The taper's about 2.5 feet long. And just waxed her up with some of that stuff that I found laying around. Yeah, after I let that soak in, I'll put another layer on, maybe 2, and start spraying it down with some PVA, some polyvinyl alcohol. And then after that comes fiberglass. Well, I got her all waxed down and covered in PVA, polyvinyl alcohol. See, it's all shiny. Next steps, cover it in fiberglass. Well, here's my little fiberglass working station. Last night I went ahead and did some fiberglassing. I wanted to put more layers on, but I actually ran out of hardener. And I had to open up my 15-year-old can of resin, and I used like half of that. Long story short, I ran out of resin and hardener. I had a little bit of resin left, but I definitely ran out of hardener. But I guess I can always stiffen it up with more layers if I need to. I just got done putting this angle iron on the flare tube so it will adapt to the sluice box. Got some more holes to drill, but it's pretty close to being complete. Well, got the flare tube mounted onto the sluice box now. Yeah, still got a little bit more work to do, but it's on there. I used a bunch of angle aluminum for the flange to go around the flare tube. And I also put some foam tape, used it kind of like a gasket to go between the sluice box and the flare tube to seal it up. Well, I got the legs basically made up. I just got to make some feet. Made some nice little T-handles, welded some nuts on these pipes. Be a nice easy way to adjust my legs. And I just welded a bunch of flat scrap steel onto the square tubing. More the flat stuff's from that same snow machine or snowmobile that I made the tunnel out of, and the riffles. And I got the legs mounted on the sluice box. Just use some rivets. That way they sit nice and flush and don't get in the way of the riffles when I pull them in and out. And I still need to put feet on because right now that's just a rod. But yeah, we'll get to that. Finally starting to continue on this project again. My 3-inch dredge sluice. And I figured out how to connect the hose. Cut this little piece of traffic cone. And I hot glued it. And I found this hose adapter that fit just inside the hole of the fiberglass. And then I slipped it inside here. Well, you can see what I did. It's clamped. Actually, pretty nice tight fit. And my hose fits right over that. Nice and clean. There she is, about to take her on her maiden voyage. It's about 16 inches wide and somewhere around like 56 inches long or so. A little over 4 feet, it's like 4.5 feet long. There's a little indicator mat. It's a nice rubber floor mat for a flap, or what do you call that thing? Can't remember right now. Damper. Put that on there today. She's ready to go. Had to grind the metal down these legs because they just didn't quite fit in the tubes. Now they have a nice good fit. Here's the mining camp that I use. Got it's road accessible. That makes it really nice for hauling shit in here. And got a couple campers. Shit house there. And there's a creek right there, right next to camp. This is where I do my dredging, right here in this creek. Water's nice and low right now. It's really good for not having diving gear. High bacon. Which, got dredges over here. Now, I don't have cell coverage down here, but if I walk up to the top of that hill, I get 1 or 2 bars and I can send text messages. That's a pretty sweet setup. Control my camera with my nose. Track of where I dredged this time. Right there. Started right around here.